I want to speak up on something that I think it's important and something I think that many would be blessed taking knowledge of. In 31 years that I have followed God through Christ, I have often struggled to believe Him. The pressures of my human nature often counter the faith that I ought to have in God. I know that much. The scripture says that everybody should examine themselves. So I'm speaking out of internally examining myself. I know without prophecy that I partially believe God. My faith and trust in God is rated in percentages and in fractions. Sometimes it's 50%, sometimes 60%. It ranges around those rates. But the truth is that God cannot show up for me in the powers that these motivational speakers that call themselves preachers today tend to promise. It's not that the promises are wrong, but they are procedures to ensuring that those promises come alive. God expects an absolute faith from those of us that seek Him. The scripture says He's a jealous God. In other words, it is either God or nothing. We are also warned in the Bible that you cannot serve two masters. I can't say this enough. God is an absolute God. It's either Him or nothing. And until we resolve to put our faith totally on God, it will be very impossible for us to see all of those powers that the scripture clearly tells us that God in His capacity is able to perform on our behalf. So right now I'm working to see how I can put that total faith on God. I encourage the same to you.